Welcome back, Tuesday lovers. I'm joking. I know this is your first time, but let's get started. Welcome to Jurassic World, home of the dinosaurs. I played this game for hours and I loved it. I couldn't get enough. So I wanted to share the enjoyment with you all. So sit back, enjoy the park, and if you have any questions or suggestions, comment down below. So let's go ahead and jump in. I will be starting off with a new campaign for you guys. I guess we're doing Jurassic World Evolution. And we're
And crisis management,
$3 million.
and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Ah, just kidding.
You want it right here.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the Five Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths in the power grid.
So we'll rotate this. Zoom a little bit. Let's do it this way.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus.
Now they want us to
Select the
make
creation lab and pick a
Stru-
hatchery bay.
Struthiomimus?
There's enough genome data for your first viable
Sorry, I can't
dinosaur.
pronounce it. So we'll go ahead and incubate a dinosaur, and this is what we're going to incubate.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on,
Just so I have a
Doctor.
friend.
You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Now we gotta go back into the lab, and we can release our first
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
The Hammond Foundation has three main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
So we gotta pick one of these to focus on. So I'm gonna go with security because from the past, I remember that was the way to get the stronger fencing, and we can't have the carnivores until
This is Lambert,
we have some
head
stronger
of security.
So,
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally. Well done. And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So, what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult
we need
missions.
the expedition center to go find more fossils to make more dinosaurs.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Let's do this one since we get 3 dinosaurs out of one. We'll go ahead and go to our fossils
Good!
to see
Your
what we
first
have.
expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they
This is where
find to
we
the
go
fossil
to
center for extraction.
Extract the DNA from the fossil. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. The percentage here, our
Your
goal
job
to
is
get it up
simple,
to
really.
100.
Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See?
That way we
Simple.
can get
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
The research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
To the audience, stuff like that. So,
Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. but I refuse to underestimate their capabilities.
So here just shows
That's
us
why I'm always testing and
dinosaurs
evaluating
we
our
have
security
to
protocols and barriers.
make eventually.
This is where you come in.
Shows us
I've got to give this guy Lambert his
made.
due. He actually sees these animals as
Back
both
here.
opportunity
This shows us
and
what
threat.
genes we have looked into so far.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Alright, so this shows us where we've I think this shows us where we've excavated so far, looking for dinosaurs. And we go to archive, shows us what characters we unlock. And all that. And then it also shows us diseases and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and get out of that. Maybe that other dinosaur. And we'll go ahead and skip that because we've already seen it. And before we forget, there's no food in here for him. So and that way they have a way to, because it's important, we haven't told us to do it yet. Hopefully we can do it, but we'll move this. Before we do that though. Move all that water in here. We're gonna build here. So then we'll do.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
We use the rangers to carry the sick dinosaurs, refill the food boxes, basic stuff. And then ACU center, another important thing we need.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
To tranquilize dinosaurs if they get out. What fossils we got? So we got the one we need to get up to 50%. We're gonna try pronouncing it. And then we got these. So if it says no dinosaur DNA, we just go ahead and sell it. It helps us build up some money, just like this one too. And then if you see here in the database, oh wait, this one shows the dig sites. The location shows what island we've unlocked. And this shows that there's down the dino unit. We've researched the hookworm, so that's done. So we can go ahead and research something else. So we'll go to enclosures, Now we're gonna go ahead and research for electrified fences. Something doesn't have power. You don't have power.
Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond Creation
We're gonna build
laboratory
another
before
power
releasing and
station.
housing it in an enclosure.
But
You'll
the
also
power
want to make sure we've
doesn't
got an
really do anything.
ACU presence on this island.
Here though? I'm gonna avoid building down here. Which is what we're trying to do.
I'm Owen Grady, Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
It's a dangerous world, and this place makes it more dangerous.
We need to make 20.
This contract can help us with security here.
Some expedition back out. Stick with the same one. We need to incubate one of them. Incubate two of them because ain't out of money. Let's see what we can do about income. We only have $2,000 too expensive. Everything's too expensive. Alright, so we constructed the ACU like we needed to. See if we can research something. Upgrade. Oh, that costs money too. Great. We need to come up with some money. As soon as the expedition crew gets back, we can use that. So for these guys, you really don't need to worry about electrifying the fence because they don't really try to get out. Now, when you get to the carnivores,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park. This team, please report your big size.
so decimal time, call it decimal time, we have no money. We're wasting $9,000 of power. Alright, unused is 8 for that. Unused is 50 for that. So what was the point? What power do you need to? We disable a building. And we're not using power from at the moment. Like this maybe? So that should deactivate that. And that should take care of the power for a little bit. Until we need more. So let's send the expedition crew back out. See if we've got enough database. So we found made, and we unlocked another character. Who did we unlock? Owen. Research the item we need to research. This will let us put in some rain.
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Release a dinosaur.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Are you hungry or thirsty?
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dewar. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
En route to collect the asset. Asset transported.
Finished. True and square.
Good job
Look,
today, guys.
the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
pleased with what we got done today. We completed one of the security missions. We're working on the income, and we're gonna eventually make another dinosaur. But that will have to wait till tomorrow. So I thank everybody for joining me today, and I hope everybody enjoyed with what we started out with. Like I said, if anybody has any suggestions, just go ahead and comment below. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. My goal today is to get 50 comments, so I want everyone to comment about your favorite board game. So, give me some suggestions on board games to play, and I'll talk to all you guys later tonight. Have a fantastic evening.